way to go out than taking a sentinel with me.
Happy to assist in crafting more ammo, if you need it. We should get the cipher back to Zev, soon as we can. Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Confronting a threat.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that? What do you mean? All of them? And you didn't think to dissuade her? Damn it, Niles! Our cause isn't served by more corpses. Perhaps with time, that will be of some comfort. Was she at least able to give you the cipher before the end? I wish the success of this venture had not come at such a terrible cost. But at least it was not for nothing. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind? Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind? Got time for a debrief? Debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. It was what she wanted. Having some time to cogitate on it, I think she was right. Now, hopefully, the Protectorate won't see coming whatever Zeb's got planned next. Anyway, it's easy to focus on all that's gone wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. We blew up a Protectorate vessel and killed a Sentinel. No. Trust, I learned my lesson there. Got the burns to prove it. On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy you keep paying me compliments like that. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down the Breeze without feeling like I've got a rabid sprat in my back pocket.
Good game. Were you working just now? Or is that somebody else? I saw something in the chat. Yeah, good game. I really like it. I should play the first one. Kinda sucked, but I don't know if it ties into this game in any way, how have you been? How's your week? Getting ready for the game this week? Well, either way. much around it yesterday when nobody was talking. It's always good to have somebody talking in the chat.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help. Ha! You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her
Oh,
hardware
really?
systems from deteriorating further.
I'm not sure what that's about. I have to maybe check some Windows settings. Hopefully you can still hear me okay, like, you know. Yeah, that's always something.
Yep, gotta fill the hours with something, right? Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it. That's it exactly. Everything else turns into kind of a low static hum. Easier to ignore. Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly,
Get lost on my
I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off
Been
the
busy
inevitable.
lately.
Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Yamri. But thanks for stopping by.
That's why I'm streaming at daily times. There's a lot of lock things. Usually in games like start back in the shit here, right back there. It's probably like some small setting I have to change somewhere. It's always like that. Because the streaming software I was looking at it's turned up all the way. So, you know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a Windows setting that's causing it. No, it could be a few things. I feel like I need a degree in engineering to stream sometimes. Even big production teams sometimes have like hiccups. Maybe there'll be some deals on capture card on Friday because I could up the quality of my stream a bit. Yeah, I always look for deals.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not
Damn,
welcome here.
Thanksgiving.
Like the Protectorate folks resent us liberating them.
I think it's mostly a scam.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet.
It's the bad-
Middling bottom, sure, but not
bad
rock bottom.
habits of me. Even if they jack up the prices anyway, they still aim to be getting it for some better price. It's gonna pay $3
Take the pressure off with
It's like a crime scene thing.
Bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
This guy's living the dream. Yeah, I still need a key card for this, but I don't know where to find it. Could be around here somewhere. Just trying to look for it yesterday, but I didn't want to get bogged down. Trying to figure it out. But I think this one. Where does my journal say where it is? Maybe it does. Let's see.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? Well, that's a bit alarming. I need the Spectrum vodka inventory removed from Quartermaster Cardoza's terminal. And it is important, so please try and stay focused.
We'll figure that out. Let's go to select
Give NT 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spread.
visual source. Let's see. Only do have shot cards. Could use the blue fence. This is a weapon I picked up from one of the bosses, actually. Pretty nice. Shots. Something else here. Everything in this world is sparkling. Oh, scrap of paper. Just sell it.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
How about damn apples?
Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
What's the matter? You don't like Pop-Tarts?
I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure. Enough! We know what is expected of us, and we have readied ourselves to meet death in all its personas. Have you?
Over some apples.
What the?
was
big
going
favor
to,
here. I knew someone, or something, had been absconding with food from the greenhouse, but never in a million skips would I have guessed it were stowaways. Huh. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
She probably could have asked.
I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some
That
kind.
was quick.
Like I said, foolish. She was. Yeah. Oh, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
I guess it's supposed to be kind of absurd.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Finally, which is kind of nice. Better not steal any apples from this place. I take that shit.
I'm sorry about what happened.
What happened?
Crash of the relay station. Westport obliterated. We all saw it.
Well, whatever.
I want to steal everything, but I also feel like if I get caught, then I can't work with the faction anymore. I have to come back here. What is this place? Fairfield 7. We have a higher lockpicking skill.
You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with? See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity.
Probably gonna
However,
do most of
the
the
whole
side
thing
stuff
is
today.
currently non-operational. Some
thanks, guys.
problem
You
with
guys
the
can
lifting
check.
mechanism.
Hey, what's
No
happening?
lift means no sky
Them
mines.
likes it.
No
Yeah, yeah.
sky mines means
You
the
know.
enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today. You did? I've been looking everywhere for that. All right then, let's see it. Well, you certainly sound confident in your powers of retention. I'll be over there if you need me. Way over there. Should clear the blast radius at that distance. What in the...
Wait, what?
All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows, might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
No good deed goes unpunished. Wait, where was the greenhouse? Hold on. I'll go talk to what's her face. Wish you could zoom in more. The map could be a bit better in this game.
Whenever you curse your tough luck, just remember, at least a relay station didn't follow.
It works.
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
Maybe.
And if I die
That
or
is a pretty
leave,
mad head.
how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
What? I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment.
Punch his hat off.
This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Troopers abandoning their contracts.
Yeah.
Blackguards like you running rampant. What
Maybe I
is
could do-
becoming of this island? I fear I may never know.
Where did she go?
Take care in the northern regions of the island. Fewer reports from scouts. Heightened degree of danger. Maybe that's something to look forward to. Loose your words. I'm listening. Confidence recognizes competence. Good work. Let me spin you a yarn. One of my elite regiments ceased replying to hails several weeks ago. Hardy bunch. Fought all across the system. Yesterday, the Protectorate launched the regiment commander's upper torso into one of our encampments, which makes 2 1/3 complete corpses of a 6-person unit. Mocking us. Calculating bastards, the Protectorate. Would admire their efficacy if it weren't taking so many of my best and brightest. Once the fighting reignites in full, they'll pay dearly. Ask a loaded question, get a loaded answer. You want diluted truths and empty charm? Milver Street's just around the corner. Pains me to admit such, but for all our losses, we've minimal gains to show. It's all these half measures. Milver Street saw things my way, Paradise Island would be ours by mess. Man doesn't seem to understand there's an order to things. Convert your enemies after the war ends, not before. Try too early, you got saboteurs, spies, and the unruly. It's a poor use of our resources, inefficient at best, actively detrimental to our work at worst. And if there's one thing I despise worse than our foes, it's the poor use of resources. All done in there? Hope that little dust-up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together, we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back in Auntie's Choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us. After you.
Stop at a good house, so.
Lots of rumors flying around about what brought that station down in Westport. Probably just a bum gimble.
Choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice.
Those things are those defensive things. I knew I was going away. Yep. I like the guy though, because he could help me craft stuff on the fly. So you don't have to use those crafting machines. I don't know what her thing is.
been bartering with the defectors? Traded one Borsky rocket for a whole tin of prestige Borsky gloves. Straight up.
I saw that relay station taking off and I thought, hey, take me with you. Then I saw it dropping right back down. It's like, oh, never mind.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I could liquefy them, apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. Oh, Inez, you look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, Law guide you both out there. Oh, I love questions. Ask away. I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at heart. Though I must admit, their continuing quarrels give me trepidation. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. The fact is that those two never got along particularly well, even under the best of circumstances. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. Then her hands will be tied no longer. I suppose I can find relief in that. Some may think it too cruel to use Officer Carr's methods to strike the enemy while they are down. But I have come to believe there may only be one way to truly defeat an enemy such as the Protectorate. She believes this as well. Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow. I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best Raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild Raptidons. It's most agreeable. Oh dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
Take care of the skeleton
Aside from the stale chow, ubiquitous mud, contract anxiety, and pervasive dread that hostility might present at any moment.
Now, looks like your paint's getting a little worn. I can touch it up for you if you like. Only fair, considering how much you do for us.
Any cosmetic changes must be approved by Agent Ibarra, who is responsible for maintaining this unit. His current level of care exceeds baseline requirements.
Oh, I know, you're looked after. Just want to help you shine like the gem you are. Tell you what, I'll talk to Niles, and we'll treat you to a tune-up and spot cleaning. What do you say?
Due to the Valerie unit's protective anti-bloodstain coating, a cleaning with
Looks like a fight! My trust issues, Commander. What were we? Let me handle this! What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
Due to the Valerie unit's protective anti-bloodstain coating, a gentle cleaning with diluted soap. Armed and ready. Please seek treatment for bodily trauma.
Oh, yeah.
Due to the Valerie unit's protective anti-bloodstain coating, a gentle cleaning with diluted soap should be effective in ridding your unit of even the toughest grease. Please avoid all sockets and cease cleaning immediately if sparks occur.
Cutshell here, with the only task I'm unwilling to delegate. Logging our progress in the Promotion Acceleration Program.
Who would you delegate it to? We're the only ones left.
For once, you make a point, Cobb. Today's exercise really narrowed the playing field. We were tasked to analyze how the introduced Raptidon population adapted to the island. And I'll admit, I took a hands-off approach. Probably why I still have my hands. And face. A few cohorts misreckoned those sneaky Raps. Among the Eaton, Wall Monitor Lindergaard, probably mispronouncing that. Vat Sanitizer Kavil Stahl, definitely mispronouncing that.
Pick up the pace, Cutshaw. These raps can be anywhere, and we're both a mite ripe.
I'll finish when I'm good and finished. Oh, okay, I'm finished. Grab your gear and let's hoof it to the final skill building activity, Cobb. Quit your loafing.
See those burrows? The skeleton's nearby. And if it's as nearby as I think, it don't bode well for those scientists.
This guy had his legs ripped off.
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play. Take a gander? travel part for yourself, huh? Ain't no matter. If you still got some hunting you, that Raptidon matriarch's waiting up north for us. Elsewise, we might head back to Fairfield to see about the graft. I'm curious, Val. What do mechs get up to in their free time? Must have been hard being without a crew for almost 10 years.
Correction. This unit was not without a crew. Agent Ibarra was present.
Well, yeah, but he's Niles. He can handle himself. Surely you did something else aside from playing nanny all that time.
Over the years, this unit also performed the roles of cook, cleaner, physician, pilot, and occasional pest remover.
Oh? You got pests on the incognito?
Not anymore.
Look alive, Commander.
Really quiet. It is pretty simple. Low maintenance, I guess. That's good. What did that do? Sorry for the low volume, guys. I need to look at that. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. There's a Steam console coming out. Also, the next Xbox is
Halt! Don't come any closer. Oh, huh?
Liquidate us.
What's that noise?
Anyways, I was saying the next Xbox should be right more.
Looks like a fight.
So I like doing these side quests. don't know what they're calling it actually, because Xbox has like a weird naming scheme. Like with PlayStation's a lot simpler. It's like PS4, PS5. Xbox is like Xbox One, then Xbox 360, then Xbox One again, which makes the original Xbox One not Xbox One. And then we have the Series X. I don't know. I feel like they just like throw a dollar to me. Just go, okay, we're just gonna name it. So I have no idea what the next one will be. It'd be nice for them to actually stick to a naming scheme. Remember Nano X. But hey, I can play computer stuff. Kind of cool because I have starting to get a pretty decent Steam library. Stuff on Epic Games. Would be cool to play on an Xbox.
It's a brawl! You got company, Commander. Friendly time.
Personal audio log, Sergeant Bornsworth. We've been deployed to deal with a new living weapon fielded by Auntie's forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
They could. I'm gonna put anything back. The rate of Xbox One was gonna be like 720. They could have stuck with that naming scheme. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter what it's called. It's decent. And decently priced. Because I don't know if you've heard. It's not what the game acquired. About the rest of you guys, but yeah, Xbox have raised their prices this generation, which is usually not the case. Because the longer something in the market, it usually goes down. They're making some weird choices this generation, that's for sure. That would actually be better, because technically, like, well, I mean, 1080 would be confusing, because then it supposedly does 4K, which it actually does for gaming, but so maybe at 1080p or 1080, whatever. That would be confusing. I'll be honest, people would just complain.
challenging us.
Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around, and they don't belong here. Hey, sure. Armed and ready.
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being.
don't have any help. These guys,
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
might be a tougher fight than I thought.
Let me handle this.
Keep howling. We're coming for you. Armed and ready. Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention.
Sample bottle, just in case you guys are wondering the noise for this.
Hey, if I don't celebrate my own stroke of genius, who will? I'm just happy my acquaintance with these creatures counted for something. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. Oh, not a lot of people know about the hallucinogenic properties of Nebulium. Enhanced soldiers keep a vial in case we're captured. That renders us pretty useless to torturers. Let me think. Yeah, 3 parts pheromone and 2 parts Nebulium ought to do it. Use that as the lure and the matriarch won't know what hit her. Ready for this? I like that. Makes all the difference when you have good folk watching your back. All right, let's do this.
Looks like a fight.
We should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm. Huh. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the Raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
I just bought like a 24 pack from Regis. Always handy. So I have to always get that.
It's a brawl!
Just hanging out on the side. Try this incendiary shotgun.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
The south gate.
Stranger, these are dark times indeed. Our Vox relay is gone. I thought it impenetrable once, but there is still light. With Montelli gone, with Montelli's fearless sacrifice, those of us who remain can rebuild without fear of unjust retribution. And I shall not give up this bridge to the invaders, even if all that's left of this island is dust and blood. Any invader you see, you be sure and tell them that.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
For the love of bits, don't get any closer to it. Void-brained idiot, put down the bottle and stop doing stupid shit. Get away from there.
Quit your worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Initiating solemn
Like
farewell.
trash.
Goodbye, unnamed trooper.
Wait, are
you
your
may
lamps
or
busted?
may not be
Don't go
missed
near
from
it.
family you may or may not possess.
What am I gonna tell the commander?
At least we got a trophy for it. I'll take that. Right.
Reminder, the enemy.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Maybe we have to watch that again.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
Void-brained idiot, put down the bottle and stop doing stupid shit. Get away from there.
Quit your worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Gary!
Initiating solemn farewell. Goodbye, unnamed trooper. You may or may not be missed by family you may or may not possess.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well.
I wonder if you're gonna see that enamel again.
Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton Crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon Matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts? Then I will. And you know what? This makes me the first of Auntie's soldiers to graft with the skeleton's claw. I rather like the thought of being a pioneer. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the skeleton crabble will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise. Oh, now that is genius. I have just what we need. Let's see. A bit of medicinal extract in here. Mix that up with the inhaler. And here we are. Breathe deeply, dear. This should put your mind at ease.
Is this spearmint flavored? Why, Doc Tinsley, you think of everything.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word. I feel strange. In a good way. Auntie's documentation doesn't describe the side effects of grafting with a crabble, but so far, not hearing complaints from me. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. Good. I can't rightly take a look without contorting myself in front of a mirror, so it's a comfort to have someone with a keen eye taking notice. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. Well, then I guess I ought to open the eyes of those who don't quite see it that way yet. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on.
Hello again. Remember not to move too swiftly if Copernicus lunges. Oh, how he does like to test the reflexes of others. What can I do for you?
keep an eye out for a while longer, just to be safe. Better now that you've thinned the herd of drones. Or would you call that a swarm? Either way, real shame about my performance review. I thought I was doing better. Not according to Carr, at least.
Find a vending machines.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? I'm sure you'll find something that'll fit your liking. How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? Sprats again. Must be after the crunch. Please wait here. This'll just take a moment. No sign of them sprats, thank law. Coming back out. Be there in a moment. How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's choice.
Doubles? Let's see.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come
I
back
see a
here
huge
and
opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
Yeah.
Trying to stay on top in the cutthroat world of facility sanitation is not a young person's game. No siree. Why, of course. Once a drone operator, always a drone operator. Just enter this code and you should be able to circumvent any lockouts. Thank you for making me feel like a vital cog in the system again. Well, now I better get back to cleaning. The only good employee is a useful one, after all.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some common. Here I am.
Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare. Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between them Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. Basically, to avoid it at all cost. They have a brigadier up there by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Of course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret unduly today? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. Reckon so. Here's what we've got. Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What? Well, don't you look thirsty? Oh, right. Absent-minded. What'll it be, stranger? All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Adult rickets. Dysentery. Swings of moon. Bloody flux. Decrepitude. Night terrors. Mania. Day terrors. Melancholia.
Yeah.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Appreciate your help. These weapons are gonna save lives.
Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the Aether. Understood? Good.
People think I got... I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on...
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate protectors.
Let's try something different.
Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it. Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits. A form of manipulatory ideation disguised as popular entertainment, intended to sway the audience to their point of view, couched within just a crackingly exciting narrative. Specifically, an Earth Directorate periodical featuring beloved fictional characters Commander Zane and Buddy. An effective mental conditioning device. And right thrilling. It was a popular fiction periodical from not long ago. Each of its 10 volumes featured an exhilarating cover illustration depicting Zane and Buddy's thrilling exploits. Whether they faced automechanical industrialists or robber magnates from the Plutocrian kleptocracy, their tales remained invigorating thrill rides. The line represented a growth of the medium from the less sophisticated 2-bit dreadful, both in style and effectiveness. Its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise in public sentiment against greedy corporations and tyrannical governments across colonies. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them. Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very Zane and Buddy. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Stay true, outsider. Yeah.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
Nice job with the mines, but I've got other jobs that need doing.
These incessant jingles over the loudspeakers. Do they ever cease? Nope. Probably hear them in your dreams.
find this one, I swear.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
Too much Spacers Ale.
Can't open this.
Take it up with the head office.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me. Go consume like a good consumer.
Stop blaming the Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. The soldiers before you are former protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety. No knowledge of combat. Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They're accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits? You do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent in these recruits. Very well, I'll allow you to speak with them. Don't make me regret this. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson. We have a guest who has a few words to share.
You have something to say to us? Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
Consider your fellow troopers as siblings in arms, trustworthy, reliable. They are not, as we have discussed, meat shields.
All right. Do seem to recall a discussion like that now that you mention it.
Yes, and a corporate ladder means there's always somewhere greater to reach. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees! Weapons at the ready! And fire! Well done, trainees! Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect. Oh, thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. As I suspect they would riot if I let you leave without a reward. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits. The Protectorate made you farmers, but Auntie's choice has made you soldiers.
Pleasure not doing business with you.
Hello again. Remember not to move too swiftly if Copernicus lunges. Oh, how he does like to test the reflexes of others. What can I do for you?
Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself.
I do not know how it occurred, but Westport was obliterated. With the town, so goes my possibility for promotion. It seems I have much to learn about the nature of war. Please, take leave of me. I have an uncertain future to ponder. Phew.